Do your headlines bleed red? Does everybody tell you that the market's going to crash? Well, I'm going to tell you exactly when the next crash is going to happen. And do you know when it's going to happen? I don't know. You don't know. And no one knows. You're probably seeing thumbnails like this all over the place saying the market crash is happening this year, next year. Can I tell you something funny? If you go back a year from now, there's going to be exact amount of people saying, oh, the next year the crash is going to happen. The next year crash is going to happen. So do you know what the truth is? No one knows. And I'm also going to tell you on this video why it doesn't matter when the crash is going to happen. Firstly, let's figure out what exactly happens during a market crash. Your investments go down substantially. This could be all of your investments or a certain part of your investments, but usually when one investment portfolio is going to go fall down, the rest are going to follow. Now, does anything ever go to zero? No, there's always be value in something, except if your company goes bankrupt. But let me ask you a question. What happens to housing? If it falls, everybody sees the numbers, oh, you're going to lose a lot of money in your home. Nobody comes and takes his money from you. Do you know what that means? That means the value of your house is the value of your house, but the house is still there. If you're using it to earn rental income can still be made because guess what? Nobody really decreases rent. So if you check the same charts for rent decreases during times where houses prices fall, a lot of people don't buy housing for the same reason that FOMO. They're scared that they're going to buy at the bottom, that they're not going to buy at the bottom. Sorry. They're going to keep buying while the market's going to shift down. So nobody's buying houses. So people are still renting. Now, a lot of people are also not going to be in the financial position to buy properties. So although your property may lose value in the short term, if you go look at the 2008 recession and you look at 10 years after, all the houses are right back to the same spot and a lot higher in value. What does this mean? Investments are that. They're investments. They should not be something that you need to liquid today or tomorrow or even a year from now. You should be looking at them for the long term. So this means if you have an investment today that's losing 50% of its value, as long as you bought that investment where you actually did radical thinking, rational thinking, sorry, and you decided this was a good investment because you believe in their product, you believe in the product that you bought, guess what? It doesn't matter what the price is today. You need to be looking at a 5 to 10 year horizon because that's what an investment is. It's not something to sell today. Now, let's say you put yourself in the position where you do have to sell today and you're going to take a loss. That is life. It's not going to be the end of you. If you over leverage yourself on a house that you can't pay, that you were losing negative cash flow already, it's a really tough situation to be in. However, during economic hardships, what you guys have to remember is if you focus on the key factors that make income, which is going to be for most people is going to be your job. That's it. You need to focus on developing your skills. So you always have a backup plan. If you also develop your people skills, your community skills, you're always going to have a position where you can always find a job or you can always stay at your job. Now, obviously, there's going to be tough times where some people may lose their job, whether it's to AI or whether it's to tariffs. But, guys, over the long term, if you continue to develop your skills, you don't stay stagnant, you're not going to be in a position where you're going to get hurt. If you look at 6% unemployment, 12%, even 20% unemployment, it sucks. But that still means the vast majority of people still have their jobs. And it's only going to be short-term pain. Remember the 2020 recession with COVID. It made the stock market go down the fastest time in history. However, what happened? We have recovered and gained some. So guys, don't forget that the most important thing about investment is investing for the long term. It doesn't matter what happens tomorrow. It doesn't matter if a crash happens tomorrow or a year from now. But there is a very good portion to that. And my apologies for the heavy breathing. I am still very sick. But there is a very good portion to why you want the market to keep correcting. And that is because when the market is down, that's what your opportunity is to buy. That's when your opportunity is to get in. There'll always be opportunity, especially with downturns. If everything goes up forever, you can buy and it'll go up forever. But it'll be a lot more difficult to buy when something's at $100,000 versus something that's at $10,000. And you'll see that the opportunities have come and gone. You can look at the charts. The charts and data do not lie. All right, your feelings lie to you, but not the charts. So guys, take what we learned in this video. Get ready for the next market crash. Don't worry about it. Understand it's inevitable. And stick to a plan. If your plan is to buy 1,000,000 houses, I'm just saying, all right? It doesn't matter if this decade there is 2 downturns or 3 downturns or 6 upturns. It doesn't make a difference. If your plan was to buy, you just buy. And make sure that you are in the position to keep buying and you'll be all right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Today, This was another type of video I just wanted to make just because I see people still FOMOing. I still see people not wanting to invest because they want to wait for a downturn. But guys, man, understand. In 2024, everyone said 2025 was going to be the year where everything fails. In 2025, everyone says 2026 is going to be the year. You're going to start seeing the headlines soon. The headlights are going to say 2026, the biggest market crash in history. Guys, don't listen to any fucking YouTuber. Not even myself. You guys got this. You guys will be smart. Just have a plan. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.
Blood for blood. I just said you're us. Still alive.
Enemy UAV active. Hostile UAV in the area.
Just changing mag.
Friendly mosquito active.
Contact.
Hostile SAE near your position.
Taking fire. Tonight, move. Blood for blood. I need medical.
Hostile care package. They're overwhelmed. Keep it this way. Friendly mosquito deployed.
Contact.
Advanced UAV is online.
Do not die here.